everyone, my name's Jenna. I'm videographer for the Nav, and today we are going to be trying and reviewing the famous and trendy Tik Tok baked feta pasta. So let's get started. So this famous dish that I've seen everywhere on TikTok is only supposed to take around 35 minutes to cook. And I think this is great for people who work full-time or even students who just don't want to cook in the evenings. So I really hope this recipe is just as good as everyone is making it out to be. So the first thing you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, we're going to work on our garlic. So you're going to want to keep the garlic whole, but we're going to peel off the outer layer. Once you've done that, we can put our cherry tomatoes and our garlic into an oven-safe baking dish. Drizzle some olive oil as well as your seasoning on top and make sure that it is all combined evenly. Now it's time to put in our feta. So take your block of feta and put it in the center of the cherry tomatoes and the garlic. Make sure that feta is also covered in the olive oil and seasoning mix. For seasoning, you're going to want to use oregano, red chili flakes, and salt and pepper. Now we can put our dish into the oven. We're going to bake this in the preheated oven for 35 minutes or until the cherry tomatoes burst and the feta cheese melts. While the tomatoes and feta are baking, we're going to want to start on our pasta. So cook the pasta of your choice until al dente. When the pasta is done cooking, we're going to want to drain it, but you can keep some of the pasta water to add later, depending on how you like the consistency of your sauce. After that 35-minute mark, we're going to take our feta cheese and cherry tomatoes out of the oven. Take a mixing spoon and mash all of the garlic, as well as any of the tomatoes that haven't burst. Mix until all combined. Add your pasta and some basil. Don't forget the basil, it's an essential part of the dish. And just like that, we're all done cooking the baked feta dish. This dish was so simple to make, but I want to know, is it worth the hype? What does this taste like? It is time to find out. Okay, ready for the grand reveal? That is cheesy. It's delicious. I don't know what I would rate it though. Let's get some with tomato. I think I would rate it a 9 out of 10. It's really rich, so I don't know how much of this I'd be able to eat, but the flavors are amazing, and I think that it's definitely worth a try. That being said, I think it's time to go see how other members of the Nav team feel about this pasta dish. Let's go.
Like 10 out of 10 for the showcasing of the food, first of all. Yeah, that's good. That does taste like feta. It does taste like feta. Yes, I was very excited to try this because I have seen this all over TikTok, so I'm very excited to now try it. Let's see, one more bite. I give this an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for sure.
We'll get a good bite. It is cheesy. It's great. Oh yeah. I'd for sure make this like a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for sure.
Pretty good.
I mean, it's cheese, right?
Yeah. Okay. That's good. Feta-y.
What would you rate it?
What would I rate it? Oh, I don't know. Maybe like an 8. I feel like you could use like some garlic or something. More garlic. No, I think. For a 30-minute meal, pretty worth it, eh?
So there you have it. I think those are pretty good reviews all around. Would I make this dish again? Probably. It's quick, it's easy, it's delicious. Will I be making it every day? Probably not. It's quite rich, I'd say. Really cheesy. Definitely like a cheat meal of sorts. Is it worth the hype? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes to it's worth the hype. If you haven't tried this recipe yet, I definitely think you should give it a try. If you didn't know how to make it, now you do. So yeah, I hope that those of you at home can give this a try, and good luck with your pasta making.